at times seeking for a phrase to admonish the scribe that attended on my words, to grave a balustre upon the stele of my working. But I make effort in vain, O my son, to record this matter in detail, for it is the quality of this grass. To quicken the operation of thought it may be 1,000-fold, and moreover to figure each step in images complex and overpowering in beauty, so that one hath not time wherein to conceive, much less to utter any word for a name of any one of them. Also such was the multiplicity of these latters, and their equivalence, that the memory holdeth no more any one of them, but only a certain comprehension of the method, wordless by reason of its subtlety. Now therefore must I make my will a concentration mighty and terrible of my thought, that I may bring forth this mystery in expression. For this method is of virtue and profit, but it mayst thou come easily and with delight to the perfection of truth. It is no odds from what thought thou makest the first leap in thy meditation, so that thou mayst know how every road endeth in Mons Salvat and the temple of the sun will. Further on this, sequitur de hac re. I believe generally on ground both of theory and experience, so little as I have that a man must first be initiate and established in our law before he may use this method. For in it is an implication of our secret enlightenment concerning the universe, how its nature is utterly perfection. Now every thought is a separation, and the medicine of that is to marry in a Now every thought is a separation, and the medicine of that is to marry each one with its contradiction, as I have showed formerly in many writings. And thou shalt clap the one to the other with vehemence of spirit, swiftly as light itself, that the ecstasy be spontaneous. So therefore it is expedient that thou have travelled already in the path of antithesis, knowing perfectly the answer to every glyph or problem, and the mind ready therewith, for by the property of this grass, all passeth with speed incalculable of wit, and in hesitation should confound thee, breaking down thy ladder and throwing back thy mind to receive impression from environment, as at thy first beginning. Verily, the nature of this method is solution, and the destruction of every complexity by explosion of ecstasy, as every element thereof is fulfilled by its correlative, and is annihilated since it loseth separate existence in the orgasm that is consummated within the bed of thy mind. This is called further on this, sequitur de hac re. Thou knowest right well, O my son, how a thought is imperfect in two dimensions, being separate from its contradiction, but also constrained in its scope, because by that contradiction we do not commonly complete the universe, save only that of its discourse. Thus, if we contrast health and sickness, we include in this sphere of union no more than one quality that may be predicated of all things. Furthermore, it is for the most part not easy to find or to formulate the true contradiction of any thought as a positive idea, but only as a formal negation in vague terms, so that the ready answer is but antithesis. Thus to white one putteth not the phrase, all that which is not white. For this is void, formless. It is neither clear, simple, nor positive in conception, but one answereth black. For this hath an image of his significance. So then the cohesion of antitheticals destroyeth them only in part, and one becometh instantly conscious of the residue that is unsatisfied or unbalanced, whose eidolon leapeth in thy mind with splendor and joy unspeakable. Let not this deceive thee, for its existence proveth its imperfection, and thou must call forth its mate, and destroy them by love, as with the former. This method is continuous, and proceedeth ever from the gross to the fire, and from the particular to the general, dissolving all things into the one substance of light. Conclusion on this method of holiness. Conclusio de hoc modo sanctitatis. Okay, I'm going to take a quick little break here. Oh.